Shalom. First and foremost, we turn towards the east face of Jerusalem, giving all praise to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh, Hashem, Kakadash. Yahweh is the true name of our Heavenly Father, whose word we know is God, Jehovah. Yahweh Shai is the name of the only begotten Son, our King, Lord, and Savior, whom the world we know is Jesus Christ. By Hashem, Kakadash is in the name of the Holy Spirit. It's the inspiration given to us to edify those that have been given the ears to hear. The honors to the apostles and elders, the great millstones and many taught us this truth, peace, salutations to the hope of the elect, faith and diligently preaching his word with prayer and trembling. Shalom to the believers, the men, women, children that subscribe and listen to his word wholeheartedly through the spirit and power of the Allah Shem outside. Alright? So we're going to get into prophecy. Right? As you see, we've entitled Prophesy the Year of the Redeemed. The Year of the Redeemed, man. Which we understand. The word redeem goes into what? Save. Right? Save. Buy back. Right? And before we get into Isaiah 63, Spirit called to mind Ephesians 5 and 14. Right? Yup.
I started 14.
Alright.
It's Ephesians 5 and 14. Wherefore he said, awake thou that sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Yahweh shall give thee light.
Yeah, awake thou that sleepest. Who is that talking about? Okay, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, Hispanics, who are the true biblical Hebrew Israelites, the sons of God, Yahshua, the Prince of power, to wake up out of their spiritually dead state. Right? So Revelation 11:8, grab that real quick. It speaks about that. Their dead bodies. Go ahead.
This is Revelation chapter 11, verse 8. And their dead bodies shall lie in the streets of the great city, which spiritually is called Sodom and Egypt.
Which today translates to America. Spiritually, America is the modern day Sodom and Egypt. And Sodom, we know what that means. We know what that ties to. And Egypt represents bondage. Contrary to the popular belief, what America teaches us is that you are in the land of the free, so-called land of the free, but really you are in the land of your captivity. You not knowing that puts you in a dead state of mind or a state of sleep, spiritually sleep. Go back.
Yeah.
Well,
also our Lord was crucified.
Exactly. Go ahead.
Yeah. Like that word light in the Greek.
Yeah.
It's the word light in the Greek.
2017. Epithausko. Epithausko.
Yeah. L-I-G-H-T. Light.
Yeah, light.
Yeah.
They say it sounds like epic. Epithausko. Epic.
Yeah.
And it say outline biblical usage. You shine upon, Yahweh shall will pour upon you the divine truth if the sun gives light to man arouse from sleep.
Yahweh shall will pour upon you the divine truth that does what?
So we go back to
That's total right there.
that's it. The divine truth is the sun gives light to man arouse from sleep.
As the sun gives light to man to rise from sleep. Man, that's cold, man. Because that's like, when I'm asleep, that's how I like to wake up. I like for the sun to come through my blinds, wake me up. I did that this morning, man. Because at nighttime, I close my blinds, close my curtains, and I like it to be dark. Then, when I wake up, the first thing I do, open up my blinds and let the light shine. But see, that's spiritually what this word does, man. And Yahweh Shai is that word. See, when he said where our Lord was crucified, what it means is where we ultimately lost sight of Yahweh Shai. Because he's the light that rises us up to righteousness, to the Heavenly Father. Okay? So here they took that away. They put up darkness for light. You know? Like again, Pastor Rumlock did a live thing entitled The Dark Light, you know, which is the light of the wicked. Okay? So we're in the times of evil, where he's giving you artificial light. The scriptures say the knowledge of wickedness is not wisdom, man. So it's not, even though they prospering in a wicked way, you know, they have a lifestyle of wickedness that they're promoting and pushing and rewarding people that engage in it.
Hey, that's why I say if our gospel hid is hid to them are lost. Unless the light of the glorious gospel
Yep.
so shine upon them.
Upon Mashiach, shine on you. But the God of this world has blinded them. The God of this world is Esau, Edom. All right, the physical counterpart of the spiritual being Satan. Yep. Y'all got it.
So going back to Ephesians 5 and 15. See then that you also respected, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil.
Redeeming the times, man. Because the days are evil. You know? Because righteousness is only coming back to those that are investing their time in righteousness. Right? Let's get that word redeemed. Righteousness is only coming back to those that are investing their time in righteousness. But you got to be awakened to righteousness. Yep. Get why he get that?
Strong's G 1805. Exagerazo. Exagerazo.
Right, in the outline of biblical usage in the Blue Letter Bible, of the word redeem, it said by payment of a price to recover from the power of another.
Payment or price.
The payment of a price to recover from the power of another.
From the power of another. And whose power are we under? The earth is given into the hands of the wicked.
Yep.
Right? Say, man, what's that? Is that Micah? Because it's in the power of their hands.
Micah 2:1.
Right? Let's get that real quick. Because that's ultimately, see, evil times is being brought forward by Esau Edom. The wicked, the devil the Bible speaks of, he's the reason that the times on earth are evil.
Yep.
So we're trying to buy back the times, and the only way to do it is to awake the righteous. You got it all.
Micah 2:1. Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed.
Woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their bed. Go ahead.
When the morning is light, they practice it.
Yeah, when the morning is light, they practice it. So that's a deception. So they're bringing forth evil in the midst of light. They got you fucked up, man. Thinking it's all good. You got it out.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand.
Because it's in the power of their hand.
Right.
So let's go back.
So going back to the definition of redeeming the Blue Letter Bible, outline biblical usage. A, by payment of a price to recover from the power of another to ransom by all. B, metaphor of Yahushua freeing the elect from the dominion of the Mosaic law.
Mosaic law.
Yep. At the price of his victorious death. Yep.
Yep.
It said to buy up for oneself, for one use, to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good. So the zeal and well-doing, or is it what approaches money?
Oh, man. Read that again, stop it. Read that part again. Opportunity.
We're bought with a price.
Yeah, we bought with a price.
Yep. But it's a
yeah, read that part. And it's Spirit 414.
all praise up to the church.
Call out y'all outside.
Outline biblical usage of the word redeem. The second definition, A, It said to make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good.
Ecclesiastes 4 verse 20. Look at say.
It done went dog.
Observe the opportunity and beware of evil. And be not ashamed when it concerneth thy soul. Say, observe the opportunity and beware of evil, man. So you go back to that part, that definition a lot.
Yep. To make wise and sacred use of every opportunity for doing good, so that zeal and well-doing, or is it what approaches money by which we make the time our own? You are bought with
In which
a price.
we make the time our own. See?
Yep.
So we're trying to buy back the times of righteousness and peace on the planet Earth. But in order to do that, we have to observe these times where evil is the standard and do right. Like I said, those that invest in righteousness will receive righteousness.
Yep.
You know?
Yep. And the NLT of that, Ephesians 5 and 16, make the most of every opportunity in these evil days. How can you make the most? By doing the work. You see? So the Lord said what? Teach our body is a living sacrifice, which is what? Pleasing unto Yahweh Shema Shai. So time is money, they say. So you pay back the Lord what? With your time.
Yo, come on.
It's 1 Corinthians chapter 6, verse 20. For ye are bought with a It's 1 Corinthians It's 1 Corinthians chapter 5, verse 19. 6 verse 19. What? Know ye not that your body is the temple of the Holy Ghost? Holy Spirit, which is in you, which ye have of the Most High, and ye are not your own. For ye are bought with a price.
You are bought with a price.
Therefore glorify the Most High, your body and your spirit, which are the Most High.
Woo. That's it. So make the most of every opportunity in these evil days, redeeming the time. Let's go back to this.
And going back to making your body a living sacrifice.
Yep.
You know, holy and acceptable to the Most High.
Yep.
Where every work that you do it in honor of Yahweh Shai. Scriptures tell us that everything we do it as if we're doing it unto the Lord.
Right.
So everything that you process in your mind to do, find some way for it to be a glory and an honor to the Lord. If you do that in everything you do, that's why the Lord say, meditate on these things. Joshua 1 and 8, then shall thy ways be prosperous. Then shall thou have good success.
Ephesians 5:15. See then that you also respectfully, not as fools, but as wise, redeeming the time because the days are evil. Wherefore, be ye not unwise, but understanding what the will of the Lord is.
Understanding what the will of the Lord is, which requires constant and continual labor.
Yeah.
And that's why you see us constantly and continually putting out videos. You know, going into topics over and over and over again. Because one thing about it is, Jake is rehearsing the righteous acts. Anytime you rehearse something, that means you go over it, you practice it. You do it innumerable amounts of time until you perfect it. Because one thing I noticed about life in this truth is that you're certain to experience things more than once. And the way that you handle things is ultimately determined. The way that you handle things is ultimately is what determines whether or not the Spirit of the Lord is working on you. The judgment of the Lord is supposed to go forward out of your vessel. Okay? And every opportunity you got to show forth the judgment of the Lord, that's what you're supposed to do. So the Lord will have you, go through things over and over again, and until you're able to administer his judgment, you know what I'm saying?
Until you get it.
Until you get it.
Until you understand what to do.
What to do.
They say a righteous man falls 7 times,
But
get back
get
up.
back up.
Because you can curse and fail this test, and the Most High can keep sending your way till you pass it.
Yup.
You know?
Yup. That's how you find back the, because it's a time that this thing is gonna happen. And when it happens, you gotta be wise in that time and that opportunity to administer the righteous judgment of the Lord.
Yep, to apply the scripture.
So a lot of scriptures, guys.
This is Judges chapter 5, verse 11. It says, they that are delivered from the noise of archers in the places of drawing waters, there shall they rehearse the righteous act of the Lord.
You're gonna rehearse the righteous acts under pressure. You know? You ain't just rehearsing and practicing against cones, against the error. You know? Yeah, everybody can make the open shot, in practice. Everybody can get the play right when it ain't no defense. The Lord say we're gonna have to do this in the place of archers in the land of drawn waters, basically in our captivity. Shit, while we being afflicted, putting the pressure on you.
Well, we under curse.
Yeah.
And it's a saying, practice make perfect. Yeah. That's what the Lord told us to do. Be perfect with your Father in heaven is perfect. I want to say Matthew 5:48.
Even the righteous acts towards the inhabitants of his village in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gate.
And there's a saying in the world, pressure busts pipes, where pressure also make diamonds, make precious stones, pressure makes you better if you can endure the pressure. If you can take you can deal with the suffering, the pain.
The heat.
The heat. You can take the heat.
Hey, gold on the fire.
So one thing about that too, I was telling you, gold is tried in the fire. One thing I was telling somebody, I can't remember what it was. Heat makes the pressure rise. Like the hotter it is, the higher the pressure. See, that's why in the summertime, when it's real hot, if you're trying to work out or work or do something in the heat, it's more pressure on your body. You be more exhausted. You be more drained. It put more pressure on you. You got it.
That was good on that.
Go back to 1 Corinthians 15:34.
Yeah. Yep. It's 1 Corinthians chapter 15, verse 34. Awake to righteousness and sin not. For some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame.
Some have not the knowledge of the Most High. I speak this to your shame. Now jump back to Sirach 4:21. We read Sirach 4:20. Let's go to Sirach 4:21.
This is Sirach chapter 4, verse 21. For there is a shame that bringeth sin.
There's a shame that bringeth sin. And the shame that brings sin is not knowing the righteousness of the Most High. That's going to bring sin every time. Ignorance is, yeah. That's why the Lord said my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge. That's what ignorance is. Ignorance is a lack of knowledge. So when you awake to righteousness, then you are built up instead of broken down. Instead of being destroyed, you are built up. Righteousness builds you up. Sin tears you down. You got it.
And there is a shame which glory in grace.
And there's a shame which is glory and grace. Right? Because we, like I say, we're made a spectacle. Let's get that real quick, right? The people, they put us to shame for standing out here in these garments and preaching the word. you know. But guess what? What we're doing, this is the glory of the Most High Power. This is the grace of the Most High Power. No matter how much people look at it as a thing to frown upon, you know, or they'll say, shame on you for cussing out people, and rebuking people, and standing out here on the street corners with the Bible.
Shame on you.
Shame on you.
Saying the Lord don't love everybody.
Shame on you.
Shame on you judging me.
Right. Go ahead, Al.
Yeah, this 1 Corinthians 4 and 9. For I think that the Most High has set forth us, the apostles, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels, and to men.
Yep.
And they say, we are fools for Yahweh's sake.
We are fools for Yahweh's sake, see? And that's glory. You know? People shame to represent people, there's people that are ashamed to do this. It's people that they look down and frown upon the glory that the Most High set up. This is his glory. The prophets coming out here telling you the judgment of the Lord that's set to take place before it happens, that's grace and that's mercy.
Hey, that was spectacle.
Should have said something, Thorn?
Yeah, I was gonna say, and like it's a trip when you with Jake, when you hear Jake talk out in the world, they always say, man, look at them men out there hollering out there on the streets, got on dresses. But here it is, y'all under these rappers, and they be putting on dresses.
Right. Oh, yeah.
Like, it's just backwards.
Painting their fingernails, blacking, fingernail nail polish, you know. Got the man purse.
Exactly.
Your favorite rapper got the dress on.
And you would do it for the world.
How you do it with the money, huh?
Yeah.
And that's why the Lord said, man, the wisdom of this world is foolish to us.
That's right. And ain't no glory in it but the world offer you. You know, them vain riches. You know, you going what you do for a bag like the nigga Ghana. Say he here for the profit. He here for the profits. Right? And when I heard it, it was a spirit because Lord willing, I'm going to do, see, he really drew inspiration. You know, because he got a song where he's saying he's here for the prophets. And I thought he was saying he here for the prophets as in the men of the Lord, the prophets. But he's saying Profits.
Yeah.
But the scriptures say, what shall it profit for a man to gain the whole world and lose his soul? It ain't no profit here. The only profit is to hear the prophets. That's the inspiration right there. That's the title. The only profit is to hear the prophets. Got it, Paul.
Yeah, I don't get the word spectacle. You know, like you were saying, you know, they mock us, scoff, and shit like that, right?
Yep.
Strong's G 2302. Theatron.
Outline biblical usage, Blue Letter Bible. It said a public show, metaphor, a man who is exhibited to be gazed at and made sport of.
Hey, a public show, right?
Yeah.
So, I got a precept. Go ahead, you keep going on there a bit more. I'm gonna get this one.
Yeah, it just say a theater, a place in which games and dramatic spectacles are exhibited. You know, theaters. You know,
A public show, right?
yeah, made sport of.
So this is 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. And my speech and my preaching was not with enticing words of man's wisdom, but in demonstration of the Spirit and of power, that your faith should not stand in the wisdom of men, but in the power of the Most High. Now, give me that word demonstration, 1 Corinthians 2 and 4. Because the word spectacle meant a public show. So, another way to say that is a demonstration. But the demonstration that you're seeing is the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai working in the earth, man. I got it.
Strong's G585. Apodexis. Apodexis.
It said making manifest, a demonstration, proof, manifestation.
What it say? Read it again.
It said making manifest, manifestation, showing forth, a demonstration, proof.
Proof. Right? So, that's what the Lord told us to do. To come out here and foolproof the ministry, defend the gospel, show forth.
Yeah.
You know, what else was in the blue letter? See what it say. You got a definition?
Nah, that's the same one I read.
Give me the etymology. Because see, people get a kick out of this one way or another, whether to scoff at it, all right, or whether they themselves get kicked in the ass with a spiritual foot and get themselves in order, you know. And when you look at the world, especially like the Lord got a sense of humor, of course, but like when you look at these different comedians, the best ones is the ones that tell their jokes with truth in them. Like to me, the best dudes that stand-up comedians right now, it's like Dave Chappelle, you know what I'm saying, Cat, and even Chris Rock. You know, now I say that because quite often what they doing is telling you the truth. Like he got the Dave Chappelle got the LMNOP community so mad right now. And you know how they feel about Cat Williams. You know, they get on his ass like he damn near outcasted, but you know, they let him back in. But this last stand-up that Dave Chappelle did when he was talking about the sodomite community, man, he told a joke so cold that even they had to laugh while being offended by it. Like, dude, cold, man. I wish I could remember the joke, but you know, I don't be watching that shit. It ain't like I watched that shit multiple times. I can't even remember what it was called, but he caught a lot of controversy behind it, man. You know? So, and even Chris Rock with his last stand-up, where he was dealing with Will and Jada. You know, he caught a lot of controversy. Matter of fact, he caught so much controversy behind what he said, they cut the scene out of his fucking special. For how he told the truth.
Enemy.
Yeah, because hey, that's it. How about therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth? You know, what people that's in their superior state in earth, where they on high, want to hear about their destruction and their kingdom coming to an end? They don't want to hear that.
And we making jokes about it as well.
Right. They don't want to hear that, man. But it's the truth. And then we tell them the truth in such a fashion where they can't deny that they deserve every last judgment they're going to come upon them. So-called white man know he needs to go in slavery for what he did. He know that. He know he got to pay for what he did to the Native Americans. He know that. He might not want to hear it. It's not comfortable to hear it, but it's the goddamn truth. Go ahead, bro.
This demonstration in the etymology, late 14th century, proof that something is true by reasoning or logical deduction or practical experiment.
Proving that something is true. So it's being proved through the spirit of power, and it's being done publicly, man. A public showing of the truth. You got it, huh? Is there more?
It said, to point out, reveal, show, which is related to divine omen wonders.
Related to divine omen wonders. Divine means from above. Okay? Ultimately, the Holy Spirit. So that's what it is. That's what a demonstration is. A real demonstration.
And that's exactly what the Lord's coming back to do.
Yep.
To demonstrate what? His power.
Yep.
When he comes back, he said, well, I will not meet thee as a man. So he's going to show forth all his power. And guess what? He's bringing the angels with him, which he don't have to.
Yep.
He's just showing you, this is what I got. And then show my kingdom fight.
Yep.
You know?
That's it.
But appreciate it.
Yep.
On the ground.
It's from the brother Mawap, 2 out of 1. Hey, Shalom, Makia, Yabashim Shabrakatah. He got Job 15, 20, and 21.
This is Job 15 and 20. It says, the wicked man traveleth with pains.
Travail.
Yeah, travaileth. Like, the wicked man travaileth with pains all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor.
Yeah, the number of the weakest years is hidden to him. You know? And what he's trying to figure out is how to prolong that. You know, he losing sleep trying to figure out how to keep his kingdom afloat.
In the streets. What the scripture said.
Go ahead, Op.
It said 21, a dreadful sound is in his ears.
You know what that sound is, right?
Yeah.
The sound of the prophets.
Yup, this
His
word.
demonstration of truth. That's in his ear.
Yup.
Through the YouTube, reaching all the way up to his World Economic Forum. That's what I was looking for the other week that I couldn't call to mind. You know, his World Economic Forum, which a forum goes into a council,
Yeah.
a seat of judges.
Yeah.
So that's in his ear. Oh man, you know about these men that's on the street corner. You know, they prophesying of our kingdom being destroyed, and they said that the UFOs are the vessels of the Most High. And the angels in there, and that's what's going to destroy us.
You know, it's all our brothers.
You know, and that's their brothers. So what we going to do? Because we can't deny that the UFOs are real. What we going to do?
And they exposing our plans before we even come together. They already know about it. It's like they in straits. Remember the brother from London, I believe the elder, he had the dream, he was with the Rothschild.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, what about the UFO?
I ain't hear that. I
That
ain't
was
see
a
that video.
that
Yeah,
was
you
a
can.
vision right there.
Yeah.
That boy in straits.
Yeah.
I'm gonna read this in the NLT too, because hey, when you hear stuff like the internet apocalypse, internet shutdown, why? It ain't for a nigga arguing on Facebook.
Right.
It ain't for cats playing with balls and shit. You know, playing with yarn. Why are they talking about this? They're talking about because of us, and that's why when the society collapse, they gonna blame us. Everybody gonna point the finger at us. We the reason why we in this lockdown. We the reason for this. You see?
Yeah.
But this Job 15 and 21, a dreadful sound is in his ears, and prosperity, the destroyer, should come upon him. Now, check this out in NLT. And the destroyer, Yahweh shot. He's going to come upon him.
Hey, hold Isaiah 63. Man,
Yep.
hold.
It said 21, Job 15 and 21 in the NLT, the sound of terror wings in their ears. And even on good days, they feel the attack of the destroyer.
Even on good days, they feel what?
They feel
They fear the what?
the attack of the destroyer.
Or the destroyer. Is it plural or is destroyers? Yeah. Yeah, because really that's Yahweh Shai, but Yahweh Shai has a host, the angels, right? They coming. They know it.
And we telling you.
They know it, man. Is there more right there?
I mean, that's the point.
Yeah, jump to Jeremiah 4:7 real quick.
The Jeremiah 4:7 the water for that priesthood.
Got the water, what? 2 out of 1, which is death to Edom, man. Death to Edom, man. That was the perfect scripture for us to segue. We had Isaiah 63 loaded, man, the water.
It said Jeremiah 4:7, the lions come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way.
The destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way, man. the lion is coming out of his thicket, man. You know? And the thing about the best lions are those that have a well-kept pride. Those are the ones that survive the longest in the jungle. You know, so when a lion comes, they come in packs, man.
It's a sidewalk.
Y'all got it, man. We just putting on a demonstration. Y'all good. It's all good. Ain't no disturbance. Yeah. So when the lions come, man, they come in packs. Don't be, hey. So them chariots that you seeing, hey, they coming, man. They ain't coming one. That's why you seeing multiple sightings, you know, all over. And then they trying to throw shade, what we call shade, right? Trying to say that, you know, they green, you know, big eye, you know, these, which we know what the angels really look like, but that's not to say that the Lord can't have the angels show them like frightening images. Like, okay, y'all want to lie and say this is what it is? When you see it, this is what I'm gonna show you. What you know what I'm saying? You trying to put that out there? Because them angels can disguise themselves, man.
Yeah.
The angels got power to manipulate elements. That's why they had the certain footages of the UFOs where the guy said that the UFO descended from 24,000 feet in the air down to the ground level in like 1 second.
How can you defeat that?
Right.
How can you defeat? We saw you. Was you out there that day? We was on Riverside, and the Chevy came up and stopped and put it in reverse.
Yeah, went in reverse.
And just put it in reverse.
Yeah.
It disappeared.
Yeah.
We went that way and said, "Oh, I'm going the wrong way."
Right.
You know.
Just instant changing of direction in mid-air.
Can't stop this.
Ascending and descending at will. Appearing and disappearing. Shape-shifting. Even going down into the waters.
The Titanic.
Come on, man. They ain't got no question for that. I mean, they don't got no answer for that.
Yeah. Then you mentioned about the angels.
Yeah.
You read like they counted judges. Samson parents, and he looked terrible. Yeah. They're just an angel. You know, then Ezekiel, you know, 4 faces. So, you know, so, hey, man, it's scary, man. You don't want to see no angel.
Nah.
You bug out.
Nah.
If I can say, cuz, man, you got Esau equipment, it's mortal thinking. But you dealing with the Lord out here, man. This immortal thinking, man, you dealing with some high angelic forces.
Yeah, angelic power.
Like, man, it's nowhere in here. You gotta be bugged out. You gotta be a basically Esau.
Proud as hell.
Yeah, you can battle against the Lord and his army.
And think you gonna win.
Yeah.
That's the Independence Day. Like, he came out with a whole movie. Cause his mind is so powerful, he had to come out with a movie and say he won. That's a movie, nigga. That's not reality. In reality, you lost. So going back to Jeremiah 4:7, it said the lions come up from his thicket, and the destroyer of the Gentiles is on his way. He's gone forth from his place to make that land desolate, and that cities should be laid waste without inhabitants.
That's it. That's the end all be all of America and Esau Edom's kingdom. It's going to be laid desolate without inhabitants. Right? So we go to Isaiah 63 and say something that point.
This destroyer of the Gentiles, you're talking about Nebuchadnezzar, right?
It's twofold.
Twofold, that's right.
They brother say it's twofold.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's your house shop, bro.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that's coming from Edom with thy garments from Bosra?
Yeah.
This that is glorious in his apparel.
This that is glorious in his apparel. Who is this that comes from Bible? Right? The one the word English calls Jesus Christ. This is a vision that the prophet Isaiah had of him. Right? Go ahead.
Travailing in the greatness of his strength.
Travailing in the greatness of his strength. Go ahead.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save.
I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. So this is the voice of the Lord He told Isaiah, it's I. It's me. Go ahead. Because there's only one that has the power to save. Get the precept that backs that. There's only one that has the power to save, man.
James 4:12. The James 4. In James 4:12, there's one lawgiver who is able to save and to destroy, who are doubted judges another.
There's one lawgiver that is able to save and destroy. Okay? So, when you're reading this Bible, whatever precept that you go to and it talk about destroying Gentiles and having power to save and destroy, ultimately that power it goes to Yahushua. You know, Yahushua is the one power that the Heavenly Father has set up for judgment to go forth with. All judgment has been given unto him. Alright? So let's go back to Isaiah.
It's back at Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. Who is this that cometh from Edom with thy garments from Bosra?
Yeah, out of one, right? That's the Hebrew word for Edom, out of one. Go ahead.
This that is glorious in its apparel.
This that's glorious in his apparel. Now, is it talking about actually what he's wearing? He's coming in such a fashion, when he comes, he's going to be glorious in every aspect. Like the chariots, so-called UFOs, the number and multitude that he's coming with, that's his glory. Okay? He's going to be covered by the chariot. Go ahead, bro.
Travailing in his greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save.
See, because it's talking about how he's traveling in the greatness of his strength. I that speak in righteousness mighty to save. Now get Revelation 19, right? Get Revelation. It tells you how the Lord coming and what he coming to do. The scripture's going to tell us. Go ahead.
This Revelation 19:11. And I saw heaven open, and behold, a white horse. And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
And he that sat upon him was called Faithful and True.
And in righteousness he do judge and make war.
And righteousness he does judge and make war. So that's the glory that the Lord coming with. He's coming with righteousness. And he's coming to judge. And he's coming to make war. He's bringing war in order to establish that righteousness. So we go back to Isaiah 15.
It's back at Isaiah chapter 63, verse 2. Wherefore art thou red in thy apparel?
Yeah.
And thy garments like him that treadeth in a wine fat.
Why he red in his apparel? Why so much blood involved in this? Yeah. You know, why I'm seeing all this red? Because it's going to be a lot of bloodshed. Go ahead.
I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Right. So trodden the winepress is symbolic of a man stomping grapes. The Lord likens the people on the earth that he's going to judge to grapes. When he comes to judge the earth, he's going to stomp all the wicked. Right? And he said, when he do that, he's going to do that alone. Ain't going to be nobody stomping, like Martin said, stomping with the big dog. He going to be the big dog. Ain't going to be nobody that's going to be able to do nothing in the day when the Lord comes with his judgment.
Yeah.
You had something quick, huh? Go ahead.
Jeremiah 25:33. And the slain of the Lord shall be at that day from one end of the earth even unto the other end of the earth. That should not be lamented, neither gathered nor buried. That should be dung upon the ground.
Yep.
Yep. That's it, from one end of the earth to the other. The slain of the Lord should be many. Cool. I guess 15. Can I get that up?
Yep.
This is Isaiah 66:15. For behold, the Lord will come with fire, and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger when fury and his rebuke with flames of fire.
Go ahead.
For by fire and by his sword would the Lord plead with all flesh.
Go ahead.
And the slain of the Lord should be many.
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
One another up to the other.
See? That's him saying, because see, that's, Isaiah had more than one vision, right? And in this vision, it's likened the Lord's judgment as a man stomping grapes in Isaiah 63. But in Isaiah 66, it's really more literal. It's really more literal. Because that's like fire is actually what the Lord's going to physically judge this earth with. Through the thermonuclear missiles that these nations possess, the Spirit of the Lord is in there. You see? And then the fire that's going to come out of the chariots, you know, we're talking about the Lord traveling in the glory of his apparel, his glorious apparel, traveling in the greatness of the strength. Well, the strength and the power of those chariots is going to have concentrated fire, what you would say lasers. But it's going to be fire unlike anything that's ever been seen on the earth.
And the Most High so cold, he gave Esau lasers.
He gave Esau lasers.
It's like a field game.
Right. But see, Esau lasers ain't going to compare to the lasers that's going to be coming out of the chariots.
Most High gave this nigga weapons.
Yup.
Put his laser out of the sky.
Yeah.
Oh, Esau, you lift it
Gave him power to greatly be feared by. See, Esau Edom has been given God-like power. Because he got the sword from Isaac, who was Yahweh Shah in the spirit.
When all these are wanted to be, maybe fire come from heaven.
Come on, man.
Yep.
And he had miracles.
Yep.
You know, miracles really go into spiritual power.
Yep.
So on the left-hand side, Esau even got spiritual power that he got from Yahweh Shah. You know, he got from the Lord.
Yep.
But how you gonna beat, like the apostles always make the joke, what they say about the master, you can't teach the professor, they're like, you can't, you know, they be making that little side joke. So Yahweh Shah is the master, that's what Lord means, master.
Yeah.
So how you gonna trump your master? Like Esau, he gave you the sword. You think you're gonna use the sword to defeat the man that gave you the sword? That ain't gonna work, bro.
That don't make sense.
That don't make sense. It makes sense to him because he's proud. Yeah. See, when you proud, your own voice and your own logic makes more sense than the Most High. Go ahead, boy.
Quick, quick. This is an NLT.
That's why Salakia say pride wasn't made for men.
Yep.
You got it out.
Isaiah 6:15 NLT. The Lord will punish the world by fire, and by his sword he will judge the earth, and many will be killed by him.
That's it. So the Lord gonna come and show that, hey, above all powers on the earth, he's to be feared above all. Is that Romans 13 tells you there is no power. The only power is of the Most High. And in that power, he said he's made everyone subject to their order. So, you know, we in subjection to Esau Edom right now. So there's a level of fear. You know, you Jakes to get into this truth, and then they think that Esau Edom just supposed to, you know, and he ain't set it up for Esau Edom to bow down and kiss our feet right now. The lower level Edomites might do that, you know, but in reality, they're gonna always, until Yahweh Shah comes anyway, they're gonna always look at themselves as above us, you know, because they got that spirit of pride, that proud spirit, and they in their rulership. So like, they ain't feared by us, like they feared by what we saying, the power that we're going to receive. But until it actually happens, because Esau's not a man of faith. So we see it, happening before it happens. Him not seeing it is like, that sound good. Okay.
Solomon, the second chapter. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
If his words be true.
Yeah. But see, the Lord, how he got everything in his total control is those little glimpses of the chariots and the UFOs that Esau Edom see makes him think twice about coming to touch us, coming out on these highways and, you know, and actually just coming down with their persecution right now. Because believe you me, they hear what we say concerning the UFOs.
Yep.
Just like Drake just dropped a concert recently. He had a concert or something. The other not the Zakbach was showing. He got the chariot on the stage, and the beam coming out of the chariot while fire coming down. He performing. That's his backdrop.
Yeah, like he getting beaten up.
Yeah, like he getting beamed up out of the destruction. So, you know, that's like the elder say, they know about us. They know about us. They know what we teach concerning the UFOs and the chariots of the Most High, and they know what we teach concerning the nuclear destruction coming on America. They know.
Hey, they had in Foot Locker commotion, the Week of Greatness.
Yeah.
They had the Ephraimite, so-called Puerto Rican, and the Puerto Ricans are Israelites.
Yeah, with the baby and Megan the Stallion.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Yeah, he said we can beam up. It's all chaos going on. But he said what Del Leg where he can beam up. So they know about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. They know about it, man. They know about the elect, man.
Yeah.
And he know
He
that
even got that song. They said that song, Drake. They know.
they know.
They know. They know.
They know. Oh, yeah, you already know they know.
And it's like the real is on the rise. Fuck them other guys. You know.
Don't they got a Space Force?
Yeah, they can
Yeah.
Space Force.
Yeah. What you need that for?
Yeah, but what's his space?
What's in space? They even got a special. Group put together just for the study of UFOs. It's a guy. His name Jeremy something. I can't think his last name. But he's specifically dedicated to studying and searching out the UFOs. Can't think his last name, but his first name, Jeremy. If you Google Jeremy UFOs, he should come up. Jeremy UFOs. His whole name should come up. It might. Where you at the scripture right here? I know, I want to say his name, his first name is Jeremy, I can't think his last name. UFO specialist. UFO specialist. That's what he calls it, some type of UFO specialist. You don't see nothing?
That's good.
It's all right. If something come up, let us know. Keep reading now.
It's back at Isaiah chapter 63, verse 1. I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me.
Yep.
For I will tread them in my anger, and trample
them in my fury.
and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Right. Again, that's not literal. The Lord ain't gonna get no blood on him. Go ahead.
It's Revelation chapter 19, verse 13. And he was clothed with vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of the Most High. And the army which were in heaven followed him upon the white horses, clothed in fine linen. White.
There's a spear, there's a white horse right there on the truck. Oh, come on, you Oh man, it's a white horse on the back of the truck, man. That's cold. Okay.
It ain't gonna be like no Pegasus, you know. It's talking about the
It's talking about the
spaceships,
yeah,
man.
it ain't really talking about an actual white horse. That just represents pure power that the Lord's coming with. But that's beautiful though.
Yeah, look, 144. That's beautiful right there.
God allow y'all my shit outside. Yep. Go ahead, bro.
It's Revelation chapter 19, verse 14. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon the white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. And out of his mouth,
clothed and white, clean, you know. So like, it ain't gonna be no contest really. So it's just the blood is symbolic. You know what I'm saying? Because really, the Lord is coming to cleanse the land. Like the scriptures say, what is that in is that the land cannot be cleansed.
In Numbers 35 and 33.
Right.
Right.
You can grab that. So what that blood actually represents is the innocent blood that Yahweh Shai shed his blood for. He's coming to redeem that blood.
Yeah, once the Lord defeated death, it was like over with.
Yeah.
You know?
Ain't no actual physical blood gonna come in contact with the Lord. It ain't gonna touch them. It's gonna be like just a complete annihilation, no contest. He said, they say, who should not be utterly beaten to powder in his presence? You know?
It's Numbers 35 and 33. So you should not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood it defileth the land. And the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that is shed therein, but by the blood of him that shed it.
By the blood of him that shed it. So the innocent blood, the Lord, he's coming to redeem.
Yep.
And all of those that have shed innocent blood, and see the Lord judges nations. So specifically, most importantly, we're talking about the so-called self-proclaimed white man, who's biblically in the Bible known as Esau Edom. That's his true identity. And that's why Isaiah 63 is specifically talking about Esau Edom, is where the Lord is going to concentrate his judgment. That's the nation his judgment is concentrated. His wrath is concentrated on Esau Edom. Because he has shed the most innocent blood.
Since they have not hated blood, even blood shall pursue thee.
Go ahead.
it's back in Isaiah chapter 63, verse 4. For the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of my redeem is come.
See? Vengeance is in the Lord's heart, and the year of his redeem is come. Now, what's the scripture? It tell you who the Lord's redeemed is.
Israel my redeemed.
Yeah, Israel my redeemed.
Isaiah, let me see.
You know. Was there more on that thong?
Oh, that was it.
Yep, I got one. This is Isaiah 54.
Okay.
It's Isaiah 54. I'm gonna start at 5. For thy maker is thine husband, the Lord Yahweh of hosts is his name, and thy redeemer, the Holy One of Israel. The power of the whole earth shall he be called. For the Lord Yahweh hath called thee as a woman forsaken and grieved in spirit, and a wife of youth, when thou was refused, said the Most High Power. For a small moment I have forsaken thee, but with great mercies will I gather thee. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment, but with everlasting kindness will I have mercy on thee, said the Lord Yahweh, by Shem Yahweh Shai, thy Redeemer. So, in that wrath that the Lord brings upon the earth, we gonna be scared. The Lord gonna be getting down, like he coming to save us, but first things first. He coming to get Esau Edom ass. And Esau Edom know in their spirit, like, damn, I just feel like it's some shit I'm gonna have to pay for one day. I'm talking about these lower level Edomites. They know.
Yeah, they know.
But see, the elites, they know. Like they know for sure, because they got the records. You know? But you men, you lower level Edomites, you know, you somewhat, you know, have lived deliciously off of the benefits of having the Lord's chosen people in captivity. You know, you inherited certain lands and royalties, and you know. And not only that, you're a people that's looked at in the earth, highly esteemed, and you looked at as the people of the Most High. You know, I don't give a damn how low level an Edomite is. If you go to other countries, shit. If he tell you get a Edomite bomb off the street, clean his ass up, give him a shave, and put him on some decent clothes, some slacks, and some shoes, and a fake ass watch, and take him to one of them third world country shit, they might crown his ass the king. You know, in certain places. But in certain places, goddamn it, these other nations know the devil. The devil. Like Ace Ventura, the second jump. They had got Jim Carrey and made his hair like horns and shit. They would call him White Devil. White Devil.
Yeah. Shit, I think some part of Africa, like he can't even go there.
He can't go. Yeah, it's certain parts he can't go.
He can't go out. Some parts of the earth he can't go.
No, he can't go. Now unless he coming with that military. It's like you got out. Unless he coming with that military, man. You know? And the Lord's wrath, let's get that, is reserved for the wicked. Say, I'll read that again while y'all grabbing. It's back in Isaiah 54 in verse 8. In a little wrath I hid my face from thee for a moment. Because just like I remember, not too long ago, Zonkan did a video, and he was talking about the Lord come to judge the earth. All he gonna see is red. Like he just gonna see red, man. He ain't, you know, we gonna be kept through the angels, Lord willing, we the elect, we gonna be kept from it. But it's gonna be like, damn, everywhere we turn, there's gonna be some shit going on. Damn, this get fucked up around here.
Hey, it's good saying tail should make him afraid on every side. Job 18.
Yeah. But he said, but shall know some touch thee, shall know
Come down that dwelling.
Yeah.
My son's from the one.
yeah. All right, man, how y'all doing?
Doing great.
Go ahead, bro.
Doing great. This Job 21. Can I start 29?
Yeah.
28?
Yep.
27.
Start where you like.
Job 21:7. Behold, I know your thoughts and the devices which ye wrongfully imagine against me.
Yeah.
Why do you even
And imagine a vain thing.
28. For you say, where is the house of the prince? Where are the dwelling places of the wicked? Have you not asked them that go by the way? And do you not know their tokens? That the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction.
And that's what we out here tell. These are the tokens right here. These prophecies that we breaking down to you. You know? These are the tokens. And we're telling you that the wicked is reserved for destruction, for wrath. Go ahead.
Yep. That Job 21:30, that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction, that should be brought forth to the day of wrath. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he had done?
Right, who should declare his way to his face? The prophets. We declare his way to his face, and the Lord gonna repay him for what he's done. But see, the Lord, who you didn't call Jesus Christ, that's why scriptures say a prophet shall be raised up among our brethren. The Yahushua is that prophet that's going to execute the judgment that we're declaring before your face. Esau, Edom, in your kingdom is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. And the wrath of the Lord, his spirit is in those missiles.
Yep. It said, yet shall he be brought to the grave and shall remain in the tomb. Remain there, man. Because once the kingdom of heaven be established on earth, he's going to finish out his sentence of 1,000 years of slavery.
Yeah.
He's going to be done away with.
Yeah.
Just like they say, ain't no more dinosaurs and shit become extinct. That's Esau, man.
Yeah.
Rightfully so, man.
And hell and the grave is synonymous. You know, so because that's what he about to catch. Period. Almost an oxymoron to say that. Pure the hell.
Holy hell.
Holy hell. You got some thumb.
Yeah, I got this in NLT.
Go ahead.
This is Nahum chapter 1, verse 9 in the NLT. Why are you scheming against the Lord? He will destroy you with one blow.
What? One blow, man.
He won't need to strike twice. His enemies tangled like thorn bushes and staggering like drunks will be burnt up like dry stubble in a field. Who is this wicked counselor of yours who plot evil against the Lord?
That's it. Because, you know, ancient Nineveh, you know, boy, I mean, that's it. Because America is like all the kingdoms come back spiritually. You know? It's what wicked.
This is what the Lord says. Though the Assyrians have many allies,
And Esau, Edom are the modern day Assyrians. They say, though they have many allies. Who got more allies than America? Right? America is the modern day Assyrians. Go ahead, bro.
they will be destroyed and disappear. Oh, my people, I have punished you before, but I will not punish you again. Now I will break the yoke of bondage from your neck and tear off the chains of Assyrian and oppression. And this is what the Lord says concerning the Assyrian and Nineveh. You will have no more children carry on your name. I will destroy all the idols, temples of gods. I am preparing grave you because you are despicable.
Despicable.
Damn.
Damn.
Sound like hate to me. I don't know about you. Hey, what's that? Isaiah the 14th chapter?
What
That he
version
should
that is? NLT?
raise up sons and nephews. Listen to the kingdom of heaven. You know?
What's the scripture say that you are greatly despised?
Obadiah, the book of Esau.
Woo!
Let's get it.
No, he's talking about Esau, Edom. The book of Esau, the book of Edom. I still never forget when he was out here when the brothers from Mississippi, the elders was shepherding us. He was prophesying while this Edomite woman came up, and the elder boy said, let's get the book of Edom. I mean the book of Obadiah. That's your book.
Yeah.
You know, that's your book. The so-called white man want to know, want to get a quick summary of their judgment.
Yeah.
Obadiah, one chapter says a whole lot.
Yep.
You know, hey, they show you how the Lord, His word is so cold because we always talk about how you say more by saying less, like use fewer words.
Yeah.
Like Obadiah did it.
Straight to the point.
You know, said speak when need be. And he got one chapter. That's all he needed.
Prophetic. It's Obadiah 1. The vision of Obadiah, and that word vision, the chazawan in the Hebrew, going to our prophecy, divine communication. It said, thus said the Lord Yahweh concerning Edom. So this vision is prophecy concerning Esau, Edom, the Edomites. We have heard a rumor from the Lord, an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against her in battle. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
I'm looking for I think it's in
I continue like this. 3 said, the pride of thy heart had deceived thee. Thou that clivest, so like thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rocks, no cave dwellest. Right? That's why they got the saying so easy that caveman can do it, man. You know, they put it right there in your face, man.
because they dumb as hell.
And Big Joe was speaking about that. They grunt in the plant, in the caves. You see? It say, whose habitation is high, that said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? The pride of these devils. That's why you see everything was 50-story high. Because they were like the mountains, the caves there. That's their habit. You know? Everything got to be over 10-story high, 3-story high, man. It said, though that exalt themselves as the eagle, further proof is talking about Esau Edom. Look at America, what's their symbol? The eagle. Look at Rome, what is their symbol? The eagle. Right? And eagles is what? They the proudest birds there is. They fly, you know, the highest, man. It said, though they exalt themselves as the eagle, and though thou sit that nest among the stars, thence will I bring it down.
Yeah, he said his nest among the stars, like he was talking about his U.S. Space Force earlier, but even before he set that up, you know, he had his space expeditions, his Apollo, you know, he got his satellites up there in the heavens, you know, scoping out the scene. You know, he got his air traffic control. Because if you really want to know who ruled the earth, look who, like the apostles say, look who controls the air. You know, to be a pilot, you gotta know how to speak English. So the #1 Air Force is America has the #1 Air Force. You know, and then hell, you want to say next in line is Russia. It's both the same. They're still Edomites. You know. So these are the people who the Lord is going to bring down, though they exalt their nest amongst the stars, man. Okay? So, one thing about it, two things for sure, they ain't going to be able to stop the Lord's Air Force, right? Let's get that Luke, you know, your favorite, 21, right?
I can read into it?
Yeah, you can read into it.
It's Luke 21 and 25. And there shall be signs in the sun and in the moon and the stars and upon the earth, the distress of nations with perplexity, the sea and the waves warring.
Right, perplexity really go into confusion.
Yeah.
And that's all you got going on the earth, especially in America. There's just a whole lot of confusion. I made a delivery the other day, and when I got to the door, the woman came to the door, looked so goddamn manly. I said, sir. You know, I called her sir. But then, my initial thought was to apologize. But then when I looked at it, right? When I looked at it, I was like, oh, that was a compliment to her, because that's what she was going for, that manly, you know, she was going for that manly appearance. So when you see a woman posing as a man, and you say, sir, you damn near confused, like, did I insult you? Or did I, you know, is that what you wanted? You know? Yeah. But now they're coming out with these laws, which I ain't know they was coming. I ain't know, that's the spirit. I ain't know. You know, it is what it is. That's how you know the Lord said the spirit like the wind. There's the midst of me saying that, it's one of them walking up, you know. But hey, anyway.
Got in the way of the truck.
Yeah. So again, they coming up with laws now where you can be convicted for calling them the wrong pronoun.
Yeah.
Pronoun laws.
They had some too, like telling a Decepticon Transformer no.
Huh?
Yeah, rejecting them.
Oh, yeah. A law where you can reject, you don't have to allow them in your establishment.
No, that too, but I'm talking about if a Decepticon like you want to go on a date, you tell them, nah, I ain't gonna be down like that, they can, you know, they're trying to make that a law, like you gotta,
let them down easy or some shit. Like you can't tell them you don't get down like that.
Yeah.
What?
Bullshit.
See, shit finna get wild out here with this Elemental P community, man.
Well, like you said,
and see, you know how Jake say, I don't got no problem with it. We finna see. The Lord said, oh, you don't got no problem with it, huh? Oh, okay. You're gonna see. But see, it is some jakes that's people that saying that they don't got no problem with it and they really don't get down like that. But them the ones that's finna have to start administering judgment, like drawing a line. The Lord gonna have that pressure put on Jake saying shit like that. Oh, okay.
It's stupid, because they going after you kids.
Yup.
You gotta draw a line, man.
You gotta draw a line.
But like we were mentioning, yeah, they came out what's that, June 30.
Yeah.
They passed the bill to reject it. The businesses can reject the LG R1 community. You know? You know, I gotta throw a video down. Cause you know, Esau take the video down, man.
Yeah. Fuck 'em. Fuck you. You on your third strike, nigga. You ain't making no new, you ain't making no new pages. You ain't no coming back from your third strike. So it is what it is. But go ahead, you have more than the redemption drive. The redemption drive now look up. You got lost right there for a minute. That shit vexing.
Vexing, huh?
Yeah, it vexing. It makes you try to fall.
It said 26, Luke 21:26. Man's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are come on the earth.
Right, like man's heart failing them because they don't know their estate, like if it's gonna last, like your bank accounts, your job, and seeing these different things come upon the earth, like unemployment and businesses shutting down, and you know, they don't know what's next. They don't know what to expect.
That's just the beginning of it.
That's just the beginning of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. Like say, the grinding season and they that look out of the windows. Yeah, be dark and meaning ain't no hope. Like, damn, I don't know. Yeah. Go ahead, Bo.
It said, for the powers of the heavens should be shaken, and then should they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great glory. UFOs. And when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads, for your redemption draweth nigh.
That's it.
Yep,
So that's why we always looking up. That's why we always upload these videos of so-called UFOs and UAP sightings. You know, because we understand what that means. That's the year of our redemption. We in that time right now. Salvation is, like the scripture say, nearer than we believe. All right. So we're gonna transition down into the main camp spot and finish out the rest of the brothers.
Verse 3, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest, Even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings and wonder and powerful works and endings and effects and signs. And everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works and by faith, whereby ye have believed, shall be preserved from the said pearls and shall see my salvation in my land and within my borders. For I have sanctified them from me from the beginning.
They go to Jeremiah, who I knew. All right.
Verse 9 in 2 Ezra chapter 9. Then shall they be in pitiful case.
We're gonna the regret gonna kick in right here. Now everybody now 2/3 in the pitiful case. They have no savior, they have no redeemer. You know what I'm saying? They have no one to bring them out of their jam. You know what I'm saying? No one to deliver them. Because them was all the time. Alright, you can say that he's delivered. Alright, we're gonna see him in the time on this. Alright, we're all gonna try to seek the earth and be time more critical.
Then shall they be in pitiful case which now have abused my ways.
What ways? Why they get had lived, they free the Lord's ways. You know, you tell how the prophets out here warning and killing Isaiah 51 because of crying out loud. You know, showing your transgression, showing you how to get it right, how to make it right with the Lord. But what you do? Not right now. I got too much on my plate. You know what I'm saying? I got 5 kids. You know what I'm saying? But guess what? It's gonna be your fault if they eat it. You know, you gotta take that bag, you gotta get your money. Alright, we're gonna take the gold in life. You know, we're gonna go always going, the house always going. Alright, I'm gonna go. Yeah, but guess what? Next day we're gonna get a presentation.
Which now have abused my ways, and they that have cast them away despitefully.
The Lord's ways is what the law says. That's why he told us to rehearse the righteous way. Them the ways of the Lord. They were pleased with the Lord. You got it right.
They cast them away despitefully, shall dwell in torment.
And the torment is what they have. First on nuclear justice, man. Whatever way the Lord sees fit to be that judge. You know what I'm saying? He got many ways, omnipotent ways. You can die. You know what I'm saying? Many ways, man. You just don't have one.
Verse 10, for such in their life have received benefit and have not known me, and they that have broken my law while they had yet liberty.
Right, and you see that through Babylon. You know, they prosper and victory. They don't give a damn about the stand of the Lord. They get what they're doing and prosper.
And when yet place of repentance was opened unto them,
Prosper with the holidays.
understood not.
And they get what they walk past it like a good man. Resist out of this. You know, they got to quit. They understood it now. They didn't have the eyes to see the lamb for they got to live.
But despised it.
They despised it. They put down upon it. Like it's the same to come out here in the rain. It's the same to come out here when it's hot. You know what I'm saying? It's the same to come out here in the storm. It's the same. You know what I'm about to come out here on a good day that, you know, everybody actually come to the family event. You know what I'm saying? You turn the family down to come out here, but to them, it's a shame. They just don't know. They just don't know, man. They're going to be a shame to them.
But despised it, the same must know it after death by pain.
No, you don't know it after death by pain. It will all come back. See, that's the power you have by small top. See? So you close it out. You got something? Okay, come.
Alright, hey, so with that, Lord willing, this is edified. We're going to turn to the east. Give all praise, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Akakodash.
double honor to the elders, apostles, that DMS, and salutations and blessings to the occupant around the world, preaching and teaching the truth. You guys talking about?
Abba, Abba, the Wamyam, Abba, the Yabim.
Hey, how about Shema Shabbat, the Crown, Shalom.
Shalom.
ETA.
ETA.